Brigadoon, as a motion picture, has been hailed as the brightest singing and dancing spectacle since An American in Paris.
Today I'm going to be watching an older movie, Brigadoon. Never really heard about it at all. This movie, my mom loves this movie, and she wanted me to watch it, so here I am. I'm going to be watching Brigadoon. I think it's a musical. I'm not sure. Don't know what year the movie is. I don't know who's in it. I don't know anything. I'm going into this completely blind, except the title. And judging from the title, it's a very interesting title, Brigadoon. Is that like a... Sounds a bit like either a town or a war. I don't know. So here I go. Time to watch Brigadoon. Well, I just watched Brigadoon, and it's a pretty interesting musical in the sense of story. The musical parts is a little bit forgettable, but overall it was pretty okay, in my opinion. It's definitely a much older movie. I don't know what year it is, so couldn't tell you off the top of my head, but it's nice seeing Gene Kelly in a role that isn't Singing in the Rain. I'm just used to only seeing that movie with him, so it's interesting seeing him in our film. Unfortunately, it isn't our musical, so it's some overlap and whatnot. It was really interesting with the whole Brigadoon being a town that only appears every 100 years or so, and every 100 years to them it's only been a day. Spoiler. It's very interesting. I also really liked how it's like two people are just hunting in Scotland, and then it's like they come across the town, and that's how the whole thing sort of starts. And I thought that was an interesting dynamic. I kind of dislike how it went into the happy ending where it's like everything works out. Because the way it's done, it's like, I mean, they did set it up as like love can do anything, and then it's like, oh yeah, and then it's like, we'll bend the rules and the once every 100 years just so you can return. So it's like, yeah, spoilers. Sorry. It's okay. I was looking at the back of the case, and it says it's a film adaptation of the 1947 Broadway musical, which is done by the same two people who did My Fair Lady and Camelot. I've seen Camelot. I liked Camelot a lot better than this one, but it was a very interesting movie just overall. But I gotta say, the highlight, and I thought was the best part, was the friend played by Van Johnson. His reactions and everything throughout the entire film. If there's one reason to watch Brigadoon, it's that. It's unintentionally funny, and then it's also really funny at the same time. His just a reaction, it's like,
what a rare mood I'm in. Why, it's almost like being in love.
He's great. Like, there's one more where the guy is just explaining the whole Brigadoon thing, and he's just sitting at the tree, and he's like, the best blank stare I've ever seen, but it looks so good and all that. So yeah, it's just some great moments there. By watching a movie like this, that's definitely came out a long time ago. I'm reminded how much I like watching older movies when they do little things and whatnot that like you don't see that nowadays, and there's like a lot of you can sort of see the production detail, like the sets and that look really good, but then at the same time you can sort of tell it's on a set. And there was a little moments I caught where it's like where the camera moves, you could see a stagehand. You don't see him moving the bush, but you can tell the bush got moved into frame as the camera went through, so that way the cameraman doesn't trip over the bush and all that. And it's like little things like that. It's like I enjoy seeing little, just not really mistakes, but it's just like it's you can tell there's a lot of practicality to these films. And a lot of the way it's edited in that, it's like, it's always wide shots generally. It's very rare that it goes close up. Usually the camera just stays back and let the scene play out like if it was an actual play and whatnot. And yeah. Anyways, I want to know what you thought of Brigadoon. Let me know in the comments below. Thank you very much for watching. I want you to have a nice day or night or whatever time you watch this. Have a nice whatever. And thanks. And thanks again for watching.